Now this is an intriguing one because the Monster hasn't put a foot wrong in Naoya Inoue.
Yeah.
He's challenging Stephen Fulton. He's stepping up to super bantam for this one. There's a WBC, WBO on the line. Now he cleaned up, didn't he, in the bantamweight division. Obviously, your mate Paul Butler, of course.
Yes.
He was too much for Paul as well. He's just been a sensation. But Fulton, been on these shores a lot, trained a lot with Carl Frampton.
Yep.
He's steadily got to where he needs to be. So how does this one all pan out?
Very, very good fighter, Stephen Fulton. I say, since Carl Frampton, I remember him singing his praises about him, and I've followed him since then. So I've been on the Stephen Fulton train for quite a bit. Very talented, and in Inoue, I think you've got a special fight. That might be the difference, where you've got an elite fighter, and then you've got sort of a once in a decade generation fighter in Inoue. That's what I think will be the difference. But Stephen Fulton, I believe, I can't say there is a blueprint to beat Inoue, but I believe he's got the style to cause him a lot of problems. I really do. You know, very correct, very skills for days. He really has, and I think he will be looking to set traps with Inoue, and I think he'll have success. The big question is, has he got the firepower to keep Inoue, or to demand his respect? I saw an interview where Fulton's like, no, skills will win me this. And you think if he is going to do it, that's what it will. He'll be looking to set little traps, and I think you've got to have great movement. And I know, listen, I knew he was winning throughout the whole fight, but like I say, Paul Butler tried to, he moved and he moved and he moved. He just couldn't get the respect of Inoue. And I think Fulton, obviously moving up in weight, you think would have a better chance in doing that. But it's just another thing as well. You know, with Inoue, you think you could still make that weight, but what if he takes that power up with him as well? What if he becomes a little bit more explosive? It's just his little, for me, it's his little twitches and like little drop of the shoulders, bang, bang. The power he generates, it's scary. And I just feel at some point he's going to catch up with Stephen Fulton. But like I say, I wouldn't be surprised if, I'd be surprised if he doesn't have a little bit of success early on. You know, Fulton like setting the traps, angle changes, spinning off. But I do believe Fulton, Inoue, will catch up with Stephen Fulton at some point in the fight. And I think sort of 7-10, Inoue gets the job done. But I think it's going to be really interesting, and I believe he's going to get asked quite a lot of questions as well, Inoue.
Well, he's 21-0, Fulton, only 8 stoppages. You look at Inoue, pound for pound's got to be one of the hardest punches that we've seen in recent times. 21 stoppages in 24 fights.
Yeah, I think there was a pound for pound, as in like people going about Deontay Wilder. Inoue's got a great claim to say, no, pound for pound, he's the hardest puncher in boxing right now. He really has. That could be the difference. I just think the big thing for Stephen Fulton, he's got to command the respect of Inoue, and he's got to learn that, to make Inoue think a little bit more hesitant, so we can't just be hunting him down. So we can't be hunting him down and then, you know, letting those big shots go. I think you really got to command that. It's just, I don't know how long you can do that for. I think the traps will set, the skill set of Fulton will ask questions of Inoue. I just don't know if he's going to be able to gain the respect to keep Inoue off throughout.
So the $1 million prediction is Inoue round 7-10.
Yes.